The Senzo Meyiwa murder trial took off in a blaze today, unraveling mysteries that left us all on the edge of our seats. Stay tuned as we explore the explosive developments that have gripped the nation. Hi there, I'm Sigo, and welcome to Sigo's This and That. Today we've got the answers we have all been desperately seeking regarding this perplexing case. Have you ever wondered why there are 5 accused persons on trial, while all witnesses from the house mention only 2 accused persons? Well, today that burning question was finally addressed. Stay with us as Brigadier Gininda reveals the shocking answer in his statement before the court. Don't miss out on the latest updates. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button now. And, of course, show some love by liking, sharing, and dropping your thoughts in the comments below. It's a revelation you won't want to miss, so stay tuned for the inside scoop on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. This is Sigo's This and That, bringing you the news you've been waiting for.
But you're going to read that statement, sir? Were you suggesting the same, Mr. Baloyi?
No, I want to point out that my learned friend wants to use a statement that he hasn't proven as yet. He must first prove the statement, then follow.
No, it's okay. He doesn't have to prove it if he wants this witness to read it under cross-examination. Okay. That's the law.
Well, we still maintain that if you want to cross-examine on a statement, you first have to prove it.
No, fine, but not under these circumstances because we are not at Eden. Just read that for everybody to know what is in that document.
All right, my lord. So it says, I, the undersigned, Bongani Nicholas Gininda, state under oath as follows in English. I am employed as a police officer in terms of Section 30 of the South African Police Service Act 68 of 1995. I perform my duties under the same Act. I am currently stationed at the National Commissioner's Office as the Commander for Cold Case Investigation Unit of the National Commissioner, with the rank of a colonel and the service number. I've mentioned the service number, so that's the telephone number. That's paragraph 1.
Now you get paragraph
let him finish first.
As the court pleases, thank you, my lord.
I am the lead investigating officer of Phosphorus 636-10-2014, which is a case of murder where one Senzo Meyiwa was shot and killed on the 26th of October 2014 between 2030 and 2100 hours. It initially appeared that it was a robbery gone wrong. Witness statements under oath indicated that 2 black males entered the house demanding cell phones and money, purporting to be a house robbery. 7 adults and 1 child were present in the house when the accused entered. The witnesses stated that one of the accused was carrying a firearm, purporting to be a revolver. This accused was described as a black male with big eyes, dreadlocks, wearing a khaki or brown jacket or top and a hat. He was shorter in height than the second suspect. The second suspect was described as a tall, slender, neatly shaven, and dark in complexion. It is stated under oath that during the robbery in the same house, a struggle ensued between Senzo Meyiwa, the deceased, and the suspect carrying the firearm. 2 shots were fired by the suspect. One of the gunshots hit the deceased Meyiwa on close range in his chest and exited at the back of his body. The second accused focused on the rest of the witnesses. In the process, one of the cellular phones belonging to Ms. Kelly Kumalo was robbed by the suspect during the committal of the offense. It is also stated under oath that suspicious suspects wearing specific clothing, among others a hoodie, were standing hidden away about a few meters from the crime scene prior to the incident, appearing to be typing on their cell phone. It is stated that the suspect fled on foot and the hat which was worn by the shooter was left on the crime scene. It is equally stated that the suspect hidden away, which is explained to be linked to the offense, was seen running away from the crime scene. Identities were compiled through witnesses of this suspect. The victim was rushed to the hospital by the witnesses who were in the house. However, he was declared dead on arrival at the hospital. The incident took place between 8:30 and 2100 hours, my lord. The deceased was declared dead on arrival at the hospital at 21:15. Investigation revealed that the cell phone which was robbed was picked up through cell phone towers until the signal was lost during covering the area of Phosphorus Hostel. The said cell phone was never recovered to date or ever switched on again. The evidence explained herein under will indicate that the planning of the offense and gathering after the incident took place at Phosphorus Hostel. Investigation which resulted in evidence under oath revealed that the victim was murdered as a contractual assassination or hit rather than a robbery or robbery gone wrong. Evidence under oath revealed that 5 suspects actively participated in the planning and execution of the contractual murder of Senzo Meyiwa. The suspect in question are as follows. 3.1 Muzika Ukulelwa Stemba Spear. He was first linked to this offense by means of witness statement under oath. The accused boasted to individuals closely associated with him in KZN Homelands as to his involvement together with Mafika. Herein as under suspect 2, Carlos under suspect 3, Mapisa suspect 4, and Ngani suspect 5 into killing of the deceased. A dispute ensued between the individuals and the closely associated individual disclosed to the ACPS the admissions these accused made to them. The accused was further linked with circumstantial evidence wherein minutes after the incident made disclosure and remarks at a family gathering he attended in Phosphorus as to the killing of Senzo even before the death was reported in the media. He is further linked by means of a formal confession he made to the Commission Independent Officer on the 30th of May 2020. The suspect further made a formal pointing out the sequence collection prior to the incident, the guarding of the outside of the house during the assassination, and the dropping of the accused at the cell phone tower referred to herein above. Second one, 3.2, Bongani Sandison Tanzi, nickname Mafida. He is linked to this offense by means of certified sworn statement he made to the witnesses and an identity compiled through description of witnesses. He was identified as the person with the hoodie who initially stood outside of the house prior to the incident and running away after the incident. The involvement of this suspect was mentioned by suspect 1 herein above as equally involved in the killing of the deceased to the family of suspect 1. The suspect was traced through information received and he was confronted with the evidence available against him. He was amongst others confronted with the clothes he was alleged to have worn and compiled identikit. During the questioning, the suspect during the questioning and the subsequent search of the premises where ammunition found for which no license was produced. The suspect was arrested for this offense. Hereafter, the suspect indicated his eagerness to confess as to the involvement in this matter. The suspect made a confession to a commissioned officer on the 19th of June 2020 and later made a further confession in the presence of his attorney to a magistrate in Boksburg Court on the 24th of June 2020. Through the confession, does it appear that this suspect is the suspect that was described as a tall, slender build which came into the house. 3.2, Toby C. Prince nickname Carlos Nobe. He is linked by means of sworn certified statement in the docket referred to herein above. The involvement of this accused was equally explained in detail in the confession by suspect 2 above. Through investigation of this information contained in the confession, further evidence under oath was obtained as to the suspect's real name depicted above. It was established that the suspect was sentenced prisoner serving 35 years imprisonment for the murder committed in 2015. Ballistic test revealed that the same firearm used in the murder for which the accused was serving his sentence were used in the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. Upon the accused's arrest for the 2015 convicted murder, a cell phone was seized in his possession. The cell phone downloadings of this cell phone were done. The photos found on his cell phone memory showed him wearing the same clothing that were identified by witnesses on the day of the incident as the accused carrying the revolver upon entering the house. Photos downloaded taken of the accused by himself or selfies match the description of the suspect who had a firearm with red locks, big eyes, and with the gold teeth. This is the suspect that went into the house, made a demand for cell phone and money. He is also the same suspect that shot the deceased in this matter during the struggle with him. Photos were actually found of the murder weapon used in the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. 3.4, Mthokozisi Zikozonke Mapisa, also known as Mapisa. The suspect is linked to this offense by means of certified sworn statement and referred to herein above. He is further linked by means of confession he made to a private person, a close friend, about his involvement in this matter. This confession came about in that the suspect requested this private person to establish reasons why suspect Mafika was arrested. The information disclosed was that the suspect Mafika was not only arrested for ammunition but also for the Meyiwa murder. Upon the private person returned disclosing this information to the suspect Mapisa, did Mapisa instruct the private person to return to and inform Mafika, which is accused to not disclose Mapisa's involvement, as he, Mafika, will be assassinated. It was during this discussion that the suspect Mapisa confessed to the private person his involvement in the matter. Investigation revealed that the role of this suspect was to guard any unexpected people who may come in or outside the house. He was also armed with a small firearm. 3.5, Sifokuhle Nkani Nkulu, also known as Nkani. The suspect is linked by means of sworn statement by witnesses referred to above. He is linked to a car that was used as a getaway vehicle, which is a silver VW Polo. Evidence also revealed that he drove the car with the suspect to the same scene and back to Phosphorus Hostel after the incident. His role was to remain and guard the getaway car during the commission of the offense. The confession of Mafika, insofar as the usage of the vehicle refers to, is supported by independent witnesses confirming that this accused was seen driving the said vehicle prior and after the committal of the murder in the company of the referred suspect. The above suspects are also known to be hitmen for taxi wars. The said suspects were traced and found on different locations and occasions where they were warned according to their constitutional rights in terms of Section 35, Act 108 of 1996 by me, and questioned for this incidents. Some of the suspects made confessions to the independent commission officers as well as the magistrate as indicated above. Others made confessions as they were showing off to private persons who were well known to them after the incident, but on different occasions as well. Evidence by means of sworn, collaborating, and independent witness statements establishes a causal link between the offenders and the offense of murder, robbery with aggravating circumstances, possession of unlicensed firearm, and the unlawful possession of ammunition. The Director of Public Prosecution of Gauteng Division, on the directive of the National Director of Public Prosecution, issued, after careful consideration of the presented evidence, that the above 5 suspects in paragraph 3 must be arraigned for murder, robbery, and aggravating circumstances, as well as possession of unlicensed firearm and ammunition. The instruction are attached with the statement as B and G1. I hereby apply for the warrant of arrest for the following suspect on the above indicated charges on this paragraph. Then it is the names of accused 1 to 5, my lord. Then it's the oath, and the statement was commissioned on October the 3rd, 2020, the 3rd of October, my lord.